why this is going to live in my soul stories, because it's probably something that people that would journal about, and I just want to get this out of my system because it's taken up space, and I want to create more space for other things. So when I started thinking about this channel and why I want to do it, and actually why I'm doing it now, is because I want some friends. Like, to be real with you, to be honest with you, I'm about to be 38, and I don't have any person other than my partner that I can call on and have support for, like, authentically. And I know this is something that I've wanted for a while. I know it's a change that I needed to make intentionally. So 2024, I started that process where I was like, well, I gotta get out the house. I gotta go do stuff. I gotta go meet people. Because doing the same habits is gonna create the same response, right? So I'm like, okay, fine. But when you're so into your modes and routines, and I've been breaking routines for a while, and I love to create a routine and then, like, change it, right? Like, I'm not stuck on one routine, but I kind of like it for seasonal. Anyways, and you know, you're living your life, and then you gotta schedule in, like, to meet people that you don't know if you're gonna you don't know if you're gonna like, you know what I mean? You don't know if you can be yourself, and it takes more time and effort and energy. But anyways, I really put in the effort this past 2024, and I met some cool people, and it feels really good to show up as myself, which I have been. But there's, I guess, sides of me that I wouldn't show or wouldn't, and I'm just like, whoa, I've been living this way for so long, I can't hide it anymore, you know. So I met some really cool people, but what I'm realizing is that I don't know what it means to be a friend, to be honest. I don't know how to continue to cultivate those relationships other than just, like, meeting up every once in a while, catching up, you know, how you doing or whatnot, and being, like, authentic of, like, no, I really don't feel like going to a bar, you know, like, that's not my thing. Or I, you know, don't feel like doing that, or, you know, when I do feel like doing something, there's something that I do want to do, and I would want to do it with someone other than my partner, you know. Of course I can always do it with them, but I'll reach out and be like, yeah, I want to do that too, or they don't, or whatever. So that's cool. Like, I appreciate having some people that I can call on for that. But what else does it mean? Like, what else can we do? Because what I'm wanting is someone I can call in these moments, like, can you teach me how to be a friend? What does a friend mean to you, you know? Maybe these are just conversations we can have with each other, but it feels so embarrassing, you know? I think that's what it is. I'm just talking to myself right now, like, talking in my head, but bringing this up in a, I don't know, maybe that's what I have to do. And maybe, like, because my intention was to becoming a friend, you know, but maybe their intention was for having somebody to go to coffee with. I don't know. Is it like dating? You know, I haven't even dated. I was never even good at dating. Like, yeah, I just want people to be like, oh, I just want to come over your house and chill. I don't want to be alone. Or can we, like, make dinner together? I don't know. What do I want from a relationship, a friendship? I just want community support. And what brought this up for me prior to 2024, I knew I didn't have friends. I knew I wasn't good at keeping friends. This has been a life journey that maybe I'll get into today or another day. Was that when I started my about community support, right? Like bringing together, because it was 2020. I'm just like, if we can just support each other, if we can come in, like somebody has something that somebody else needs, and just have this honest, true network of people sharing and supporting one another, like at the heart of how we used to survive as humans. We don't have that anymore, and a lot of the trade or exchange is monetary. So when I started my small business 2020, I wanted to cultivate that. So I reach out to local practitioners that we can help support each other. But I guess their view of it was just like networking, like, oh, I have a client for you, like you have a client for me, let's share clients. And it's like not really what I was looking for to do. And like, yeah, that's cool too. But yeah, one of the things that I wanted to do was sometimes with my client base, at least, they have to pick and choose what service they can and cannot do because of, finances, or because of they don't know what's going to work for them or fit for them or be a match for them. So I wanted to create like these packages and things like that we can all work together at a lower price point and, offer our community for the whole mental health, for acupuncture, for therapy, for chiropractor, for my work, massage and Reiki, herbalist, like hairstylist. Like I had this whole local group that I was already in connection with. Like, hey, let's come together. But when a lot of it was put on me, like, okay, you put it together, and then I was like, nope, I'm not bringing on more stress on me. I definitely could have, but that's not what community, a collective is. It's we all come together and work together. I'm not gonna be doing this all on my own. So I squashed that, like this isn't what it is. And so that's where it really started about being more connected in the community. And then I felt so like, dang, this isn't gonna work with these people. Like, these people are cool, these people are great, like, who else is it gonna work with? I guess it's not gonna work, so yeah, I have practitioners and stuff that still kind of want to do stuff like that, and I was like, well, I tried doing that and it didn't work, but I'm still like, hey, if you want to do it, I can be a part of it. But they just see it differently. They see it as boosting their business and boosting their clientele. And when I hear that, jargon, I get so turned off. And then one of my habits with anything, like if business is something that doesn't sound right to me, or a friendship is something that doesn't sound right to me, or it's not for me, I just don't respond. And that's probably not the right thing, like I should probably explain myself a little bit and how I'm, thinking, and maybe they just said the wrong thing, maybe they didn't. I say the wrong thing all the time. So when I was thinking about it the other night as I was falling asleep, why I want to create this channel, the root of it was to have friends. Trying to like hold back my tears because I'm like, damn, 38, I don't have a friend. And why that kind of hurts me is that if I want to have a baby or a child, yeah, we can have like mommy groups and I can meet people in that way, but I don't have a supportive group. To help me support my child. You can tell that's at the root of it. Because I allowed myself to shed a tear because I was like overanalyzing the past and the decisions I made and why I'm in this position that I'm in. But now that I talk about bringing in this child and I feel it at the core of my being, now I feel seen and heard and understood, and it's because I turned on this damn video to see if there was more to this. Wow, I have never done that before. Whew. Yeah. And so that is the core reason why I want to create this channel, because I have been watching smaller creators and creators just sharing their stories in this raw, authentic way, and I'm just like, hey, I totally relate to you. Like, thank you for sharing your story, because there's so much in this world that is just so filtered, and even myself, right? I don't need to filter myself, but when I had my small business, well, I still have it, and I would show up on, Instagram and da. And then when people come in to meet me and they found me on Instagram, the way that they were just talking to me, like, oh yeah, you probably, for instance, let me tell you a story. For instance, I got this dog, found this dog on the street pretty much, took him in, wanted to rehome him. Let me mind you, I'm an animal lover, okay, but I was not wanting another dog because I lost mine. So we got him in 2021. I lost mine December 2019, and I was still devastated. So I didn't want it anymore. I know a lot of people are opposite of that, but that heartbreak was too much. So anyways, we brought in this one. The partner's like, oh yeah, we'll keep him, maybe we can rehome him, we can't leave him on the street, he's a puppy on the street. I'm like, oh my god, I know, take him in, fine, let's find him a home. And mind you, he's a Chihuahua, okay? I'm just like, no, this fool is gonna be so ugly. Mind you, I have a Chihuahua, I love her so much. My partner's dog. I didn't want another one. I don't care what kind of dog it was. Anyways, we have him. Turns out he's super aggressive, like really, really bad. And I've never dealt with an aggressive dog before, and I had to break up some of his fights before, and I didn't know how to break up fights, and I was never around aggressive dogs. I didn't know how to break up a dog fight, So I would get injured trying to break it up. Anyways, I think I brought this up to a client that was in there that found me through Instagram or something. I didn't say this whole story, but there was something why we talked about dogs and aggression or whatever. Like, I don't be talking about all my stories with clients, but something like that. I want to feel relatable. So I said something, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm sure you'll handle it great. Like, I'm sure you do Reiki on him every day and meditate with him in the evening. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Honestly, I don't even know if I've done Reiki on him at all. And I was like, dang, that's it. Why wouldn't I do that, But the way that she just like viewed me, the way that she just thought I was this zen out person, which is kind of dope, but also sorry if I have vocals in my nose this whole time. Like, I can't really look at the video because I'm driving. Safety first. I get it right now. So yeah, she has said that. And then there was a couple other that kind of said some other things. I was just like, they thought I was just like fluffy, love and light type of practitioner. Just like, why are they picking these was filtering myself. I didn't show moments like this for sure. I didn't show any of my negative emotions or thoughts or anything like that. I don't even know if I wasn't even sharing about like shadow work and stuff at those times. So yeah, I had to look back at myself and be like, oh, okay, I guess that's what they get. That's what they see. You know, people only get what they can see. I don't know why I started saying that story. Oh, because I was relating to other creators here and how a lot of creators are, filtered. And I don't consider myself really a creator, but I did see how it was filtering myself. And that's why I want to create this channel to be more authentic and real, and I can share a lot longer video. I don't know how long this one is yet, but I can slow down and like share what comes from me from the roots, comes from me from the gut, from really within, rather than I want to get this point across, I want to get that point across, I only have a short amount of time. So we'll see. I hope I can meet a friend or something. That would be really cool. So about me, I'm 38. I love to travel. I'm a holistic practitioner. I live in San Diego, California. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't want to be stalkers or anything, but thank you for listening to me if you're here still. And if not, that's cool. I understand. I'm not for you. This is gonna live in my soul stories for sure, because it's a raw, unedited version of me. Oh, I feel so much better for saying that out loud. And my body does feel like there's so much more room to breathe. If you haven't done something like that, like just shared something out loud, even for me, like I have shared some things out loud, not recording, right? But then I still kind of get in my head a little bit. But this really takes some therapy. It's very therapeutic. And if you may have noticed, my tone has changed from